Welcome everyone. Tonight I want to demonstrate how to read a patient's vital signs and how to find the locations of the three major pulses in the human body. First is the carotid. You're going to take your index finger and your middle finger and you're going to follow this groove along down your neck until you feel that thump, thump, thump. Next, you're going to find your brachial artery, which is used to find your blood pressure. So you're going to take your index finger and your middle finger again. You're going to follow this groove down towards your pinky. And usually it's right about there, unless you're like me, you got to press really hard to find it. Next, or last but not least, is your radial pulse. Once again, same two fingers. You're going to go down your thumb until you feel that groove right there. And that's where you're going to find your radial pulse, which is used to find your heart rate. So to better demonstrate these, I thought I'd have a volunteer from my audience come up and help me out. So first off, I'm going to have you find your carotid pulse.
Okay, that's the one up here?
Mm-hmm. Go down your groove just a little more so you feel that thump, thump, thump.
Yes, it's like a bubble and then it's pumping.
There you go. That's your carotid pulse, and this is what EMTs use to pronounce you dead or alive at the scene of a car crash, or if a doctor needs to make sure that you still have a pulse. Next, we're going to find your brachial pulse, which is right there. Okay, so this is the one we use to find the blood pressure. So what we're going to use a little handy-dandy blood pressure cuff. Alright, so we're going to use this artery mark right here, the white arrow pointing down. That way you can place it right over that pulse. Get it all good and tight right here. Alright, then we're going to use our stethoscope so that we can hear her systolic and her diastolic blood pressure numbers. Place that over there. Alright. Let me know if it gets too tight. Okay. Okay. So her blood pressure is 115/80.
So what does 115/80 mean?
Take 115/80. Your 115 is your systolic blood pressure, which means as I pumped it up, the first sound I heard when the needle was coming back down, that was your systolic, which was 115. And the last time I heard the thump, thump, thump was on 80, which is your diastolic blood pressure.
Does that mean I have high or low blood pressure?
It's a little high, nothing to be really concerned about.
Okay.
So next, we're going to find your heart rate. So we're going to use our two fingers again, go back to the radial, down her thumb, right there. So I'm going to count for 30 seconds and then multiply it by 2 to find her heart rate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, which is 70 beats per minute, which is good. That's the low of a heartbeat is 60 and the high is 80, so you're right smack in the middle, so you're doing pretty good.
Now whenever I was at the doctor's office, they did another test while they were holding me there. Is there another test you do?
That's the respirations test. That's what they use to trick their patients into breathing normally. Because if you sit there and you tell your patient, I'm going to take your respirations, you could sit there and easily confuse me. You could sit there and go, and just hold it for so long.
Right.
So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to act like I'm counting your heart rate, and I'm just going to watch your chest rise and fall. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is good because your respirations are supposed to be 12 to 20. So, good, you're the first number.
While I'm resting?
Yes, that's your resting respirations. So I thought it would be very I thought it would be very informative information to demonstrate how to use these, because you could use these in a life or death situation at any time. Plus, it's also good to know what your blood pressure is or your heart rate. So,
yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Six oh three.
Good. That is perfect.